But ultimately, when that symbolism is originated, it was a good thing. It's a symbol of the sun, right? Helios. Speaking of what so we were just talking about like the origins of the words, right? So when sometimes you have to because ultimately a lot of this comes back to the sun, because it is the cult of the sun. This is what a lot of people aren't really aware of. But what you'll see is like the word soleil, right? Soleil, right? But if you just look at that, break that up and put the end of that, which is the il, which means the in Italian, it's il sole. That is the sun. And so when you understand how these things like the word, the root of the word heal, right? But also in your heel, H-E-E-L, but also H-E-L, Helios, is the sun. Just like the word soul, S-O-L-E, means alone, because they called the sun God solus, the alone one, because it's by itself. But also S-O-L in Latin is the sun, but also S-O-U-L, that's the soul. But then S-O-L-E at the bottom of your foot, just like the heel, soul. So there is a lot of this harkens back to that. So in its pure form, the serpent isn't bad. In fact, if you look at the root serp, and this is another way to go in philology, this book 4 really gets into this. S-E-R-P, well, just how I told you the L and the R interchange. So then serp would become selp, but then the E and the A interchange. So then you'd have salp, and then the P and the V interchange. So you have salve. Now you have the root, same word, salvator, salvation, salvatore, right? Savior. And then you have serpent. Literally the same root dressed up differently with letters.